Good evening, all of you. Thanks for joining the session. Before getting into the details, let me introduce myself. I am Javeed, a Python trainer from Raj Cloud Technologies. Today is the first day of Python training, the first session of the Python training we are going to kick off. So I would like to introduce the training program, which we are going to start from today onwards, and the course curriculum, and the questions and answers from all of you, what you have on this. Okay, just please be patient with me for 30 to 30 minutes to an hour to get through the course details, to get through the course curriculum, to get through all the questions and answers before getting into the all course enrollment and the course sessions, which we are going to start from next week regularly. Okay. Being with that, let me start introducing the Python program. Once again, good evening, all of you. The Python training program from Raj Cloud Technologies. This is just about me. I am Javeed. I have 17 years of experience into IT industry. From last 7 years, I've been working into Python technologies. I've played multiple roles from developer to tech lead to technical architect to a development manager as well. And I also certified in a couple of technologies and the business domains as well. This is about short summary, short glimpse of what my experience and expertise, to give you a confidence that what is the expertise of a trainer of this program, how it's going to be. Okay. Coming to the Raj Cloud Technologies, we have been in training as Raj Informatica more than 4 years, 5 years, delivering Informatica trainings, more than 24 batches, more than 10,000 students. Thousands of students got job. Wherever you see the feedback for Raj Informatica, we have top rating from all of the students. So this is all because of the excellence, because of the structure, because of the flow, because of the way the teaching, the training will be, engaging the students, organizing the assignments, projects, all that, which I'm going to explain you very soon in the coming slides. So we have been proven in the training from last 5 years. So whatever courses we are going to offer as a Raj Cloud Technologies, it's going to be a well-structured, which will suit from freshers to any experience level who wanted to transform their career into Python undoubtedly. Okay. So the Raj Cloud Technologies, intentionally, we have been renamed to offer multiple courses saying Python development training, say Snowflake, say DevOps, say Cloud Architect, whatever it is. So all the demanding technologies we are going to offer as soon as possible with highly experienced people. That's how we drive the entire training programs from the Raj Cloud Technologies. I believe you got a good idea about what was Raj Informatica and what is Raj Cloud Technologies and how we are going to drive this educational tech company. Okay. In Python development program, these are the different programs we have: Python Basics, Python Advanced, Python Expert. Python Basics is a purely a beginner program, which will give you all Python programming core elements to write any application in Python. And then database basics, the version controls to maintain your code base, Git Github, and the Flask REST API. Flask REST API is an advanced framework in Python, but considering the students who wanted to test the Python frameworks, we intentionally added Flask framework also in the Python basics, which is actually a Python advanced framework. Okay. Coming to the course fee, it is a 10,000 rupees course fee. The course is going to be a month program, which has more than 40 plus hours. And the program will be an evening program, evening training from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The same timing, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The first session we started, it is going to be a same timing session, all of the live sessions. Okay. Coming to the Python Advanced program, it's a full stack developer program which covers all the backend and front-end technologies, meaning it covers all the Python basics and also the front-end technology stack like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, BOOTSTRAP, and Django. Along with that, we'll be covering unit testing frameworks or libraries by using unit test and PyTest libraries. And also you'll be trying to familiar with Linux environment, the Linux or the Unix commands, and hosting the Django and hosting the Flask applications on Linux environment. And you will be getting Capstone projects, real-time projects on all of the modules which you are going to be trained. And the speciality and the importance and the uniqueness of this program, Python Advanced program, is we are going to give you a thorough preparation, interview preparation, and assignments and the practice on every topic, on every module. And after the course preparation, you will be getting mock interviews. We will be also providing job assistance, placement assistance, collaborating with consultancies and HRs from the different MNCs. So as an entire program, we will be giving training, we will be giving assignments, we will be giving real-time projects for you to implement thoroughly, and we will be giving mock interviews and placement assistance. This training as a program, as a package, we will be giving everything entirely, a full-fledged program which will make you to become an expert in Python on the topics and the modules which we are going to be trying for you to crack the interviews and to get into a job with great packages and whichever MNCs you want, not only in India, across the globe, across the countries. And this program is going to be a 20,000 program. The cost of the course is at 20,000. And the duration may be from 2 months. So it's going to be more than 80 plus live sessions. And course also be, the timing of the course also be 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So the way how we do is we finish the Python basics first completely and then come back to Python advanced topics. Okay. So that's how the timing will be same for all the courses, because we finish Python basics first and we finish Python advanced topics, and then coming to the Python expert, it's a certified developer program. Whoever goes through this program, they can clear Python developer certification from any of the sponsors which are available currently from the market, say Microsoft or anyone else. So it covers all the Python advanced topics and also the web scraping, data structures and algorithm, data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. And of course, you will get interview preparation on all the topics, real-time projects on all the modules, mock interviews, and placement assistance. This entire program, we are giving it for just 25,000. And the course schedule will be, the course is going to be a 3 months program, more than 120 plus live sessions. And the course timing is also from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So this is about all the courses which we are going to currently launching from today onwards, all these 3 courses under the Python training program. Okay, moving ahead. This is a special training, special course for only for ETL developers. The course start date is yet to be decided. We will be coming soon for you with the launch date and a proper program, a continuous program. Okay, but for other students who want to join, they can still join, but there are a couple of breaks you will get after finishing basics. You will get a couple of couple of days break to get into data science and visualization. After that, you will get again 10-15 days break to get into ETL topics. Okay, but as a continuous program, to decide that we'll be launching with a particular date, who are really looking for a continuous program without any gap, not even a day. Okay, but apart from that, other than that, you can still enroll this course with a 2 times gap of couple of days, 10 to 15 days gap you'll get. Okay, because we have to finish basics and we have to finish advanced, we have to finish expert. So you will be learning bits and pieces, whichever is applicable to you as a Python developer for ETL. Okay, so the course is going to be a 15,000 course and 1.5 months, 1.5 months, and it span more than 60 plus hours. Okay, so these are the couple of courses. Before getting into the details, I'll quickly show the curriculum. So this is the course curriculum. The core Python is going to cover everything for you. Start from beginning, start from basics. What is variable? What are the different data types available in core Python? How to manipulate the files, what and all different operators we have, comparison operators, conditional operators, advanced operators, whatever the operators, advanced, okay, topics, anything. And the functions in the modules and how to create packages and different kinds of parameters available in Python, which like keyword arguments, optional parameters, all that. And we have different comprehensions available in list and dictionaries, okay? Advanced programming elements like generators, decorators, and all the OOPS concepts. Along with the OOPS concepts, you will also be getting solid principles to design any OOP, object-oriented programming project. Like any project, any enterprise application you want to develop, you have to follow solid principles. Without that, it is not going to be a quality code. So the solid principle also will be taught for you as part of the OOPS concepts. And then the exception handling and the common modules across all the modules, whichever application we develop. And the important and the special topics in most of the trainings which you don't find and you'll only find from Raj Cloud Technologies is global interpreter lock, how it works for Python and Python interpreter, and multiprocessing and thorough multiprocessing and multi-threading and concrete. So it all teach you the parallel programming. Okay, many people has a lot of confusion. What is the parallel programming and how it works? So we will be clearing all the clouds to you with a proper practice. Okay. And interview preparation, of course, will have, and capstone projects will be given on course curriculum. Okay. Coming to the Django and advanced topics like Flask and Django. Okay, just before getting into details, just give me just one moment. To develop any lightweight web application, Flask is the web framework available in Python with which you can develop REST APIs. You can develop any lightweight web applications as it supports WSGI, WSGI server, and Zinza 2 templates. So you'll be knowing all these things, no need to worry. Okay. So we will be covering the entire topics, how to develop any lightweight web applications with the Flask framework for which it is meant for, and also the RESTful APIs, how to develop all the HTTP methods, RESTful APIs for any business domains. We will take any business domains, like let's take healthcare or whatever, retail, banking, whatever domains. We will be developing a Capstone project, real-time project as well for exposing REST APIs with the Flask framework. And of course, you'll have interview preparation on all the topics. Coming to the Django, Django is a heavy framework compared to Flask, which will have sophisticated stuff to develop the enterprise level application. Okay, so it'll support forms, it'll support a lot of things, inheriting forms, authentication, all that are inbuilt within the Django. And you'll be knowing all those things, what is the admin interface, what and all, how to do the ORM. ORM stands for Object Relational Model, which is also inbuilt in Django. Okay, so all these things you'll be learning how to develop web applications along with the front-end stack like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap, including these technologies, combining these technologies into Django and how to develop web applications, a sophisticated and enterprise and scalable applications with the Django and how to deploy them in the Linux environment. And of course, you'll get interview preparation and real-time projects as usual on every module. Coming to the expert topics, we will be covering data science and machine learning and artificial intelligence basics as well. So all the libraries in the data science, like NumPy, Pandas, and data frame. Of course, data frame is part of Pandas. So NumPy, Pandas, and libraries required for data visualization also will be trained. For machine learning as well, you will be knowing all these algorithms, linear regression, logistic regression, and KNN, decision trees, all this. We'll not be teaching entire algorithms, entire models which are available, because this is not a data science ML specific course. This is a Python development training. So we will be trying to make you as to a basic level or to a medium level expert in these areas as well, because when you when you go for a job, or when you get into a job or an interview, so you should be knowing all these things. To that level, we wanted to bring you to a standard of knowing all these technologies around the Python, apart from the Flask and Django framework, which you have just seen. So we will be giving you the introduction of natural language processing, deep learning, and all that. We'll not be teaching mathematics behind this, because it will become overhead for you and you will not understand as well. We don't need to become a mechanical engineer to drive car, or you don't need to become a hardware engineer to write programs, how it understands. So I don't want to teach you mathematics to become overload on this. So you just need to know how to use this in which business use cases. To that level, it is enough to drive as a data scientist or ML engineer. And after this, if you really want to become, and you need to furthermore extend your knowledge, that's all. Okay. And of course, you'll have projects on data science and ML to become little more proficient in terms of practice and the real time. And as I just said, you'll be learning version controls to maintain your code base in the IT industry, like GitHub, to have different versions for your testing environment, for your staging environment, for your UAT environment, for your production environment, and different versions of production like V1, V2, V3, and all that. And database basics, of course, to develop all these applications with the core Python or Django or Flask or whatever, you should be knowing integrating those applications with the MySQL and MongoDB. Okay, so Mongo is a NoSQL and MySQL is a relational database, and you'll be knowing all these basics, how to work with relational database and how to work with Okay, non-relational database, which is NoSQL, Mongo. If you know one thing, it'll be same rest of all, any relational database or any non-relational database. So that's why I just included one relational database and one non-relational database. And you'll also be knowing writing unit testing. Unit testing is more important to test your code to ensure your code what is written for. Okay, it does not ensure you the functional testing. It ensures you the unit testing what you have written. Okay, so the PyTest unit test and PyTest will be yes. These are the couple of libraries, couple of softwares, a couple of tools you are going to learn as part of this training. You have just seen the course curriculum, all that. Now you're pretty much clear what and all you're going to be trained, what and all we are teaching you as part of this course, entire course curriculum with the topics and the importance of all the topics I've explained you very much clearly, I believe. And now you can match all these libraries where and all it will be used. NumPys and Pandas for data science, Seaborn, Matplotlib for data visualization, scikit-learn for machine learning, TensorFlow and Keras for artificial intelligence, NLTK, natural language toolkit for natural language processing. And of course, you have seen Flask and Django frameworks to develop lightweight applications, are REST APIs with Flask and Django with sophisticated, scalable enterprise level applications, web applications, I mean to say. And SQL Alchemy is to integrate with SQL databases, any application which you are going to develop. And PyTest is for writing unit tests. So to develop all this, excuse me, to develop all this, you will be required Jupyter as part of Anaconda distribution. You will get when you install Anaconda Jupyter, you'll get to just quickly, test your code snippets and all that. Jupyter will be pretty much useful instead of the IDEs. IDE is a PyCharm, integrated development environment. You can use anything, VS Code, Visual Studio Code, or PyCharm. We'll be teaching you PyCharm. Okay, so which will be useful to develop enterprise level or scalable or bigger scale applications. Okay, to test your APIs, Postman will be used to integrate all our applications, as I just told, with the data-driven application with the MySQL and MongoDBs are covered as part of this. And to maintain your code bases, Git Github, and the applications, Flask and Django applications will be deployed on Ubuntu Linux server. And we'll also be teaching you Nginx and gUnicorn to deploy your applications with multiple servers for load balancing or to big scale applications on multiple servers. With this, you'll be covering all these tools, all these softwares, all these libraries and frameworks. Okay. Going ahead. What is the agenda of the course? What are we trying to do this with this program? As I just mentioned, the program is designed for start from a fresher to any experience level who would like to get into Python, who would like to transform their career into Python. So it starts from what is Python to all the programming elements. You are pretty much guess that you're pretty much judge now, because I've shown you the course curriculum. It is covering from basic, what is variable, what is Python. From there, we will be teaching all frameworks, all the libraries, all the tools, everything, projects implementation, interview preparation, everything. So it starts from letters, English letters from ABCD till the words, grammar, reading the book and writing the books till that level, just to give you an analogy, okay, how it is going to be. So you will definitely become a pure software developer on Python, undoubtedly, and you can crack any sort of interviews on the modules on which you are going to be trained. Okay, so we wanted to bring you a confidence to implement anything on the modules we are going to teach with the real-time projects by following SDLC lifecycle, start from design to data modeling, prototype, unit testing, development, functional testing, integration testing, and deployment, hosting the applications. So undoubtedly, you will be very much confident to get into the job, and interview is nothing for you. Okay. Going ahead. So how are we going to achieve all this stuff? How do we organize this kind of courses? I've explained you about Raj Cloud Technologies. They are into market. I mean, we are into market. We have been in market from last 5 years. So we have delivered excellence course, excellence trainings by engaging the students with different WhatsApp groups for practice sessions based on the availability of the students, morning practice sessions, afternoon practice sessions. And we will also be grouping you for assignments, for project implementation, for doubt sessions and all that. We will be having live doubt sessions, and all the program, entire program, all the sessions are live sessions. No session is recorded session except a couple of basics, maybe the database basics or some other like Linux basics or something. But most of the sessions, 99% of the sessions are live sessions, no recorded sessions. Just to emphasize, just mark this. Okay. With the experience of Raj Cloud Technologies, with the expertise and the structure and proven strategy how to execute a training program to engage the students to become expert on the training program, what we are going to deliver. Okay. My experience is also be included with 17 years of experience, how best I can teach you comparative to any other players available in the market. Okay, because we have seen all of them in our education, during our experience. We wanted to promise a best course with the best content, with the best flow to make you a software developer on Python. This is not a course, this is a program. Okay. So based on your course, the course duration will be there. Okay. No need to explain that. It's a basic. Next. Yes. Today is the first day of our course launch. We are kicking off. We are starting. Every day we'll have a session from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. live session. Any queries you can contact to this for enrollment, for course access, all that. We will be giving all the sessions, all the course materials. As and when you enroll, you will be getting your credentials for your Gmail. Okay, with that credentials, you will log in Raj Cloud Technologies website. Okay, I'll quickly show you. So you will be logging in this website with the credentials where you will get all the course materials. So under the course which you are going to enroll, based on that course, you will be getting all the course materials. You will log in that. You can see the interview questions. You can see the assignments. You can see the videos. Okay, so all these things will be given you for the lifetime access. No need to worry. Okay, even though if somebody can miss the program, no need to worry. Okay, to check our details, you can click on any of the courses, which will make you to get you to course detail page like Python development training. You can get through all the details. The one which I've explained you, everything will be quickly available here. Okay, the snapshot of the course details and how to enroll that, everything is placed very transparent. Okay, so you will be getting access. No need to worry. Lifetime access will be given for the course materials. Credentials will be given for you to look through the materials of each session, to look through the videos. Even though you miss the sessions, no need to worry. Everything will be placed for you. Okay, even though for some people who joins from abroad, who joins, who has a conflicts with their, day-to-day job, no need to worry. All the sessions will be placed. Okay, if you have any problem at any point of time, you can WhatsApp, you can call. The access will be given. Okay, the facilitation will be provided for you. No need to worry. Okay, I've just shown you rajinformatica.com. Okay, to look through all our courses, and you can also click on this to see all the courses we're offering. When you click on Python, you'll be seeing all this, and we will be giving everything. What all technologies start? What is our course curriculum, course features? Okay, and these are the details to enroll. Okay, here also we have snapshot of each course. With this, the launch of Python training has been finished. Okay, before getting into basics, I just would like to ask a couple of questions. We will be giving you at the end of the training, we are unmuting you for all your queries, for all your questions. Just be patient for another 10-15 minutes to, to give you a small basics about Python. Okay. Before that, if you have any questions till now, you can please ping me on the chat. We are not unmuting you. We'll be unmuting you in another 10-15 minutes. Okay. If you have any questions till now or any doubts, please ping me. The sessions will be interactive. Okay, I think this is the answer. Okay, any questions? Only at last 5 minutes will be the doubt? No, not like that. Every session will have, with this session, you'll be knowing how the session is going to be. Every session will be like this only. Okay, end of the session, you will have questions, you will have assignment for tomorrow, you will have a recap, and after that, we will have separate doubt sessions on the assignments or the projects given, because you will be required. You will be required for that. Separate sessions will be there for doubts. No need to worry. Okay, the entire session will dedicate to only doubts, to clarify your doubts, to solve your problems, whatever technical, functional, other, whatever related to the training, related to our program. Okay, next question. How many hours of practice is mandatory? Catch the next class. It's going to be another 1 to 2 hours. Minimum 1 to 2 hours you have to spend, because the assignment will be given on topic wise. We will be not giving you the entire project. The project will be given on module. Okay, 2 hours is enough. Just go through the current session. If you have already gone through, another 1 to 2 hours is required for the practice to solve those problems, or to do the R&D, to come up with the answers for the assignment given. Okay, yes, next questions, please. To enroll, I just showed you our website, rajinformatica.com, and I've shown you the Python page. Okay, please provide your WhatsApp numbers or phone numbers in the chat to get back to you after the demo, after the first session. I request all of you to ping. Of course, question is SQL knowledge is mandatory? Of course, yes, it is required to develop any enterprise application, any business domain applications. SQL knowledge is very much required. You don't need to be a SQL developer. You don't need to be an administrator, not to that level. You should be a minimal knowledge who can write the queries, who can write at least views. What are the views? How to write the expression statements? How to write the queries, including the inner statements or the complex queries or something like that. That level it is very much required. Okay, not only Python, any development, any programming language, any any applications. Okay, next. What is the meaning of full stack developer? Full stack developer is meaning is who knows backend and who knows front end. Front end means to it it can be either a desktop application or it can be a web application. So to develop a desktop or a web application, you need to build, you need to create pages, you need to create screens, okay, with the controls what is required. If you go to a bank as a customer to create open, you have a lot of controls in it. Who will do that? A web developer, a UI design developer, a front-end developer does that. So all the screens development like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and jQuery, all the JavaScript related libraries called front end, because those technologies will be used to create web pages. Okay, Django is Python front end framework to include all the technical front end technical stack. Coming to the back end, after developing screens, either the desktop or web pages, who will write the code? What to happen? If you go to a bank to search you will provide a account number or you will provide a name or mobile number. They will search. Okay. On front end, you will only have a button. How do we search? On the back end, the logic will be written, the business logic, how to do that. If you provide a number, where to search, it has to search from database and bring the, with the account number, it has to get all the account details, summarize it, create a response, send it to the front end, and front end will show all the details. Okay. So this logic, what to happen on the search logic, on the search button, who will write? Backend developers will write. So any business logic, any code behind for the screens required, for the actions on the screen required, either the search button or a create customer or create loan or approve loan, grant loan, okay, apply for credit cards, grant for the credit cards, whatever, any business domain you take, whatever it happens on the front end, the actions, the business logic required to develop, to create, backend developers are required. So both the front-end developer and back-end developer is called full stack developer. Okay, next question. Okay. I think I don't see any further questions. Let's get into the small basics of Python. Then I'll also cover a couple of FAQs which we have already created for you, and then we'll unmute you to trigger to fire any questions to us. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Be interactive in the session. From first session, be interactive. Fire any question you have. Clarify then and there. Solve then and there. Even during practice. Okay, we have groups. Okay. Work collaboratively. Solve your problems. Know the knowledge. Practice more. Implement the projects. Come back to me. Come back to the group. Okay. Be interactive. Be active on every session. I request all of you from the day one, be interactive. Be attached to the course. Okay. Thank you. Going ahead to the basics. Okay. Now, what is Python? Python is a programming language like any other language, like C, C++, Java, .NET, C#, okay, PHP, anything. There are a lot of programming languages. Python is another kind of programming language. Okay. So what is the specialty of the Python? Python is an interpreted language. Python is an object-oriented language. Python is a high-level programming language. Don't worry, we'll be learning all these things. Okay. So Python is interpreted, object-oriented, high-level programming language. It is created by Guido van Rossum, and first version is released on 1991. Okay, and this is the history of all the versions: 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and the current version is 3.12. Okay, this is all about Python. No need to worry. Python is another programming language. The student starts from 8th standard to 12th standard. People are learning programming languages. Not only learning, They are creating games, they are creating apps, they are creating APIs, they are creating, hell lot of things and making public, making business, working with the people, being graduated with any stream, non-technical, technical, experienced, any people. Why can't we learn a programming language, one programming language, which is highly demand currently in the IT industry? You'll get to know why it is in high demand very quickly. Okay. Python is a very beautiful language. The syntax is easy, everything easy learning, easy syntax, easy structure compared to any other languages. That is why it is trending. You'll get to know all those things. Don't worry. Okay. You have just read couple of things. Python is high level language. What is meant by low level language? A program which can be understandable by hardware, computer hardware, is low level language. What kind of a language can be understood by computer hardware? It is nothing but a machine language. So machine language are an assembly language, which you can see here. These are the assembly language instructions. Ones and zeros are machine language. So assembly language and machine language only can be understandable by any machine, any computer. So low level language is nothing but a programming language, a native language, a machine language, a assembly language, which is very close, which can be understandable by the hardware. So who are all from the electronics background or electrical background or computers background, they'll be pretty much knowing with their labs. All other people, no need to worry. As I just said, you don't need to become a hardware engineer to become a software engineer. You don't need to become a mechanical engineer to drive the car, because we will be developing applications for the business domains. We are not creating any chip. We are not creating any hardware. No need to worry. All other people from non-IT background are from any other computers background. No need to worry. Okay. Now Python is high level language. What do you mean by high level language? High level language is understandable by us because we created high level language. The people who cannot understand, who cannot create programming languages, who can create enterprise applications with the programming languages, they created high level languages, high level programming language. Because with the machine language, it is very much difficult to build enterprise applications, large scale applications, medium scale applications. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of complexity. It'll become a nightmare for any people. That is the reason high level languages came into the market. Yes, do this function. If customer is existing, just search the customer and show it. We will write the functions like this. We create a customer class, we create a loan class, we create a help desk class, we create functions, what they do, all that. Those programming. But will it be understandable by computer? No, because computer can understand, the hardware of the computer can understand only ones and zeros. It cannot understand, because chips, hardwares are designed by nodes, transistors. It can understand only ones and zeros. Power off, power on. One is power on, zero is power off. So it'll understand only that. It won't understand anything. Okay. So what is high level programming language altogether? Which is easy to understand, easy to read, easy to develop. Okay. Examples: C#, Java, Python. All these are couple of high level programming languages. Okay. Now you can understand what is low level language, what is high level language. Going ahead, you have read one more thing. Python is an interpreted language. before knowing that, you should be knowing what is compile language. Compile language is any programming language you have seen. Computer can understand only ones and zeros. It won't understand anything. It will understand only machine language. So any programming language, we have to convert to machine language. Then only computer can understand. So in high level programming languages, we have two different categories. One is compile language, one is interpreter language. So compile language, it will be converted to machine language on the compile time. So when you run a compile step, when you run a compile action, the program what you have written will be compiled, will be converted to machine language. Once it is converted to machine language, only that program, only that application is runnable, is executable. You can take that application and run on machine. But direct program which is written on high level language, you cannot run it. You have to compile that. Then only it will be converted to machine language. Okay. But what is the catch here? What is the takeaway here? The compile languages will be converted to machine language on the compile time. But what is the examples? You can see that C++, C#, COBOL. But what is interpreter language then? Interpreter language, the program will be converted. The instructions will be converted to a to machine language on the real time, on the runtime. Whenever you run it, it will be converted. It's not on the compile time. When you want to run it, it will be converted. So what are the different languages we have? Python, PHP, Ruby are the couple of examples. When you compile it, the language will be converted to machine language and it can run. The interpreter language, you will run it first and then it will be converted to machine language and machine can understand and execute it. So these are the two different types of high-level programming languages available in the market. So Python is an interpreted language. So what is the takeaway here? What is the point here we need to understand and note? As compile language will be converted to machine language on the compile time. So once it is compiled, you can run on any time. No need to convert that again and again. But if you take interpreted language, whenever you run, that means every time when you run, it will be converted to machine language. That means interpreted language will have a overhead. So whenever it runs, it has to convert and then run. But compile, only once you need to compile. Rest of all the times it will be executable. That means compile language will be fast because you will only compile once and all the time you will be running, executing. But interpreted language, every time you run, it will be converting and then executing. So it will be slower. So interpreted language is a slower compared to compile language. But what is the advantage we are getting with the interpreted language compared to compiled? You understood now, any programming language, it has to convert to machine language. Compiled language is converting to machine language at the compile time. Then what happens? How it converts? It checks the system resources, the computer resources. What is the operating system it has? Okay, Windows 7 or Windows 10. What is the hardware it has? Okay, I have i3 or I have P4 processor. I have AMD Athlon motherboard, something. Okay. So this is my hardware. This is my operating system. So based on that, it will convert to machine language. Because if a language does not consider the machine resources, computer resources, if it converts, how that machine understand? Any language has to be converted based on underlying platform. What is operating system? What is the hardware? Based on that only, it has to convert to machine language because then only a machine can understand. Got it? So compiled language converted to machine language based on what is available on the machine, hardware, operating system. So if you take that code onto a different machine where we have Linux, where we have i7 processor or something else, will it run? Will it run? You can answer, will it run? It won't run because on the machine one, you have a different operating system, different hardware configuration. So the machine language which was converted after the compilation was based on your i3, based on your Windows 10. If you take that code to Linux environment with i7 processor, with a different motherboard, when you run, what you require? You require a machine language which can be understandable by that operating system and that hardware, right? So a programming language which was converted on machine 1 with a different configuration cannot run on machine 2 with a different configuration. So there is a platform dependency is there. There is a machine dependency is there. Now you got it? Now you got it? Compiled language is converted on machine 1 with the available operating system and hardware configuration. It will work only on that machine. If you take to another machine which has a different platform, different OS, different hardware, it cannot run because that processor cannot understand instructions created for another processor which was on machine 1. So it is a machine dependent, which is a platform dependent. Please note this. Please take this. Okay. Now you can understand what is the advantage you are going to get with interpreted language. You take that, you write your program on your on your IDE, on Jupyter, PyCharm, VS Code. Take that code, run it, either Windows, Linux, whatever processor, whatever motherboard. No need to care because it runs, it converts on the runtime. It converts on runtime. So you don't need to run, you don't need to worry at all on which machine you're running because the code will be converted by the interpreter of a language on the runtime. So you don't need to worry at all on which machine you're running. That means, what is the takeaway here? Interpreted languages are platform independent. What is that? Platform independent, machine independent. So that is the advantage of interpreted language. So now you understood what is compiled language, how it works, when it will be converted to machine language, why it is platform dependent, why is machine dependent. Now you understood interpreted language, when it will be converted to machine language, how it is platform independent, machine independent. Okay, got it? Now we have read one more point is object-oriented programming language. This is the one of the beautiful concept created by the developers, the programming language creators. The OOP concept is a beautiful one without which we cannot develop any enterprise scalable quality applications. No doubt at all. Because the way it creates application is you go to any enterprise, meaning any business, any office, you go to bank, you go to hospital, you go to retail shop, you buy something on e-commerce, Flipkart, Amazon, whatever. You go to insurance and take insurance. Whatever you do, these are all the business domains. These are all the business applications. How does it treats? The object-oriented programming treats as an entity. People who are talking there, who are doing their job, treated as entities, treated as objects, and they are talking each other and they are performing their actions. With that only the system is operating, the business is running. If you go to a bank, you will talk to receptionist, help desk, and then you will go to cashier to deposit or to withdraw or to deposit your check or to clear your check. Or if you want to take loan, you'll go to a loan person, talk it, provide the documents, take the approval, granting the loan. Or if you want a credit card, you'll go to a credit card person and you'll have queries. So there are many people who are talking, who are doing their job, who are performing their jobs to run the business, to run a bank. Like that, every office, every company, every enterprise, every business is running by the people, by doing actions with their specific responsibilities, with their specific features. Customer has their name, customer has the address, customer has money to deposit, to create account, to go for a loan. Cashier can deposit, to withdraw your money, to clear your check. Loan person can take your documents, verify your documents, process your loan. Loan approvers can approve your loan based on your credit rules. Similarly for credit card. Like that, every person has their name, their features, what they do, and their behavior. Behavior means what they do. Their features means their name, their age, their role, their address, their designation, their experience, all that. And what they perform. Cashier does this, help desk cashier does withdraw deposit, help desk people clear all your queries, loan person will process your loan and approve loan. So there are people has specific features, specific attributes with specific job, specific behavior, specific task. So all these people connecting, talking, performing each other to build an enterprise application, to build a business. So for doing this, OOPS has these concepts: object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation. All these concepts are helpful to build any enterprise application using object-oriented programming language. Without this, you cannot build, as I said, a quality product, a quality code. And you'll also be learning SDLC. Sorry, not SDLC, solid principles. Solid principles are very much required to build an object-oriented programming language application. Okay. So Python is also an object-oriented programming language. Now you understood what is it, why it came to picture, how it works, and what is the importance and significance of the object-oriented programming language. Okay. Knowing all the basics, now you can assume why Python is in high demand. Because it is an open source. It is free. You don't need to pay like Microsoft C# .NET or whatever available licensed programming languages are tools, softwares, whatever you use to develop them. It's a free source. Python is a free source. That's why you have large community who can help contribute to create different libraries for all of the applications. It has libraries for everything. You take it console, you take it web apps, REST APIs, mobile apps, games, data science, data engineering, machine learning, artificial intelligence, cloud development services, whatnot. You can take it anything, you name it, you have it in the Python because it is an open source. Large community, extensive libraries, sophisticated libraries, ready available for anything. You just need to know how to use it. Can't we do that? The people has already created for you everything. You don't need to create any framework. You just need to create a business application by using those frameworks, by using those libraries. Just a common sense, just a small business, small logical thinking, small analytical thinking, small a business thinking, how to build an application. That's the reason Python is pretty much demand everywhere right now, and going to be a huge demand from next 5 to 10 years, because wherever you go, you are listening Python, because lot many things are developing, lot many things. You'll be hearing everything like web apps, data science, machine learning, everything. You have libraries. Okay. So now you understood pretty much clear. Python is very much easy. It has all the capabilities you have learned. It is interpreted. It is OOP. You can develop asynchronous programming. It has libraries for everything. That's the reason you can develop any kind of applications. Any kind. You have seen now machine learning, data science, everything, data engineering, data analytics, cloud development services, whatnot. Everything you have. That is the reason Python is very much demand, highly demand right now, and it is going to be a lot more demand, which you cannot even imagine. You'll be hearing a lot many things: prompt engineering, prompt AI, Zen AI, whatever AI it is, whatever data science it is, whatever data analytics it is, everything you have in Python. That is why it is highly demand. Okay. Okay, for the students who are going to enroll, you'll get this PDF. You'll get this course video, and the software is required to start with next session onwards. We are going to start the core Python. So to practice, to develop all these things, Anaconda, the Jupyter is required, which is part of Anaconda distribution, and PyCharm for, as I already explained you, to develop big scale applications, and Python standalone installation. If you install Anaconda, no need to install Python standalone, because Anaconda 3 comes with 3.10 Python already. So no need to install Python. If you install Anaconda, that is fine. Okay. And then PyCharm you can install later also, no problem. First, install Anaconda. You have the links provided here. We will also be placing installation. You don't need to worry. Okay. You don't need to worry. The installations will be provided in the your course materials, with the folders created for which course you are going to enroll. This is the introduction course. It will be same for everyone. The PPT is placed, video is placed, installations also will be placed. You can download from them. I mean, of course, I think download option is not there. Just make use of these links to download by yourself. Okay, it's a direct links. Okay, and you don't need to worry much. It's not a complex configuration, complex installation. Any kid can install it. So this is about installation. So Anaconda, please install. PyCharm, please install. If you install Anaconda, don't install Python standalone. Okay, because Anaconda distribution comes with everything. Okay, whoever wants to do with VS Code, they can do that. Who are already using and who like. Okay, but in this course we are teaching PyCharm. Okay. Okay. So the assignment for you for the next session. Monday is going to be next session. Next week, we'll have only alternate day sessions just to help the students for the enrolling to get through the sessions, to understand the credibility, understand the level of experience, expertise, level of the course, what we are going to teach you, what and all will be covered as part of our training program. To help you all that sort, we will be doing alternate sessions for one week at least. Okay. So that's the reason you will have alternate sessions for another 1 week. Okay, Monday will be your next first session with the core Python. For that, you need to come up with all this. You should be knowing what is procedural language, what is functional programming language, what is scripting programming language, the examples of them. Please do this as an assignment for the next session. And the next question is, what is meant by platform platform dependent programming language, what are the examples? And what is meant by platform independent programming language and examples of that. So you should be knowing all these things. And how Python is multi-platform language. So these are the 4 topics you should be prepared for assignment for the next session. And every session will have assignment based on the topic. If it is a theoretical question, and if it is a hands-on session, most of this is a programming language training, most of the sessions are hands-on practice sessions only. You will be given practice assignments, coding problems, interview questions on each topic. So today we have discussed about what is Python, how it works, what is compile language, what is interpreted language, what is high level language, all this. So as part of this, the interview questions will be given as part of assignment, as a theoretical questions, as practical questions, coding problems, projects, everything. Okay, don't worry, projects will be given time for you. You will not be asked next day. Okay, don't worry. So based on the complexity and based on the how big it is, you will be given time. Okay, but this assignment is required for the next session. Every topic, every module will have assignment, interview questions, coding problems, everything. Okay, every session will be like this only, just to making you ensure. Okay. Please note this for the assignment and get ready for next session. I'm just pausing for 5-10 minutes. I mean, just 2 minutes. Okay, going ahead. Recap what we understood today. We have understood what is the Python development training we are going to offer, what and all different courses, price, duration, and the launch date, of course, today. And you have understood the credibility credentials of the instructor and the Raj Cloud Technologies. And the agenda of the course is explained. I mean, the targeting students who all can learn, how it can be learned, how we are going to organize this course to scatter, to help all kinds of students, either the graduation, either the experienced people, start from 0 experience to 10 years, no problem, any experience. Okay, and you have understood what is Python, why Python is in high demand, what and all the features, what and all the capabilities available for Python, and where it is used, what kind of applications you can develop. You have learned that today. You have understood that today. And you have also understood a couple of basics. What are the different programming languages? What are different kinds of programming languages, like compiled, high level, low level, interpreted, object oriented, that like different programming languages you have learned today. Okay. And then the Python installation, I've given the links. Okay, who are going to enroll, they will get it. This PDF, make use of this. And the credentials will be given to you. It will be mailed for you to log in and get through the details. Okay, if you have any problem, no need to worry, no need to hurry. Okay, first 1 or 2 sessions as alternate sessions. Okay, please hold on patiently. You will be getting everything. Even though if someone cannot do that in 1 or 2 days or another 3-4 days, no need to be hurry, no need to be panic. You are not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. Okay, we will be assisting you on each and everything, on your access, queries, everything. No need to worry. Okay, just be patient, be relaxed. Yes, before asking you questions, we will be opening you for all the questions. Just give me a moment. I'm also giving you how to reach us for Raj Cloud Technologies, to whom you can contact for Python and all that. Okay, and course enrollment links. Of course, I've shown you rajinformatica.com and Python development training page as well. Please go through that. Okay, go through this session once again, get your queries, get into the page, get into the website, and I request all of you to enroll our course to have a better course and best course available in the market for Python development training, a full-fledged program, training, assignments, capstone projects, interview preparation, and placement assistance. We are giving it as a package with a very minimal optimal price, which can be compared to any brand where you'll be providing with 50,000, 70,000, 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh. Because we have came from there, I mean to say from, from our education career, education background, we have learned many courses. We have gone through many courses. We have learned many technologies. We have developed many applications into different technologies. We have seen all the cities, all the training institutes. So to make everyone affordable for a better course with the best content, we are offering this price. I request all of you to go through our details, to go through our session and enroll this. Okay. So before opening, I'll also open the FAQs here. Okay. Now you can, now I request host, to unmute for any of the questions. Okay. Parallelly, somebody can also read these questions by themselves and we will take the questions parallelly. Yeah, please.
Hi, Javeed. This is Kannadasan. I'm
Yes,
going to
Kannan.
use
Yes,
VS
Kannan.
Code program.
Yeah.
Am I missing something by not using a PyCharm?
Not at all, because not at all, because okay. Can you please come again? Only for the first session you mean to say, PyCharm?
No. Throughout this course, I'm going to use VS Code.
No. Nothing. You're not going to lose anything, because whatever you have in PyCharm, you have in VS Code as well. You see, IDEs are required to connect your code version controls. Git Github, you can connect. Okay. So
yeah, and then it's easy for coding as well.
Of course. See, somebody likes VS Code, somebody likes PyCharm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm used to VS Code, so I thought that
you can use, no problem. You have version controls connection, you have Python IntelliSense, you have
yes.
all other compatibility of Python plugins.
Yeah.
Python IntelliSense, everything you can install on the VS Code also. And VS Code also as a very good IDE to develop your enterprise level big scale applications. Okay, both are two different IDEs, but the capabilities are more or less same. It's just based on your choice. Whoever likes the way how it does, you can go through that. Just options, shortcuts, these things will be different. Apart from that, most of the 90% it is you have everything on both the IDEs. Okay, no need to worry.
Okay. Yeah. So one more question. I'm not. I know, like I need to give chance to others. Yeah. What is? I mean, as I said, like initially my speaker was not working. I missed some of the part when you were telling about Django and Flask. Since I'm new to this.
No problem. No problem. Thus, I will explain you. See, Flask is a Python lightweight web framework with which you can develop small scale web applications with a Flask. Okay. And also it runs on Zinja 2 template. So you can build the web page templates. The Zinja 2 template will render the web pages with the Flask. Okay. And you can also do REST APIs, RESTful APIs. Okay. So the resources which do not maintain the state on your API side is called RESTful APIs. So the RESTful APIs can also be created and exposed to any applications. Either the consumer can be a Python application, Java application, .NET application, whatever it is. Whoever wants to consume your APIs on HTTP protocol with the expecting JSON responses, anybody can consume your REST APIs developed by Flask. Okay. Now, coming to the Django. Django is a heavy framework which contains everything. It's a sophisticated heavy framework which has authentication, authorization, okay, forms, web forms development. It also has REST framework. It also has admin interface. It also has ORM, object relational model. Everything as a package, Django is given in Python. So which will be used to develop a large scale, big scale web applications, which require all these features. Okay. So both are web frameworks. One is a lightweight and the purpose is limited. Django is a heavier framework, which has a big scope to develop large scale applications. Okay. Is it clear?
Thank you. It's very clear. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Next.
Javed.
Next question, please. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, Javed. Can you hear me?
Yes. I'm able to hear you.
So this is Ashish Singh.
Yes.
So I have a quick question here. Earlier you mentioned that you're going to cover the all libraries like pandas,
Yes.
TensorFlow, Keras, DJANGO. So these all you're going to cover in the Python basic or in advanced?
No. Just a moment. Okay, I will quickly show that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, no.
Sorry, I'll quickly show you.
One more. Yeah, you just missed that one before.
No problem.
Yeah, this one.
No, sorry, not this one. Okay, this is the one. So these are the three courses we are covering. Python basics is a core Python database basics, Git Github. Flask is an advanced framework, even though we have introduced because just to help the students who want to know at least Python, at least one advanced framework. Okay, that's why we have intentionally added here. Okay, so in Python basics, we are only giving these topics, and Flask is not covered extensively here. And advanced, we are covering Flask, REST API, Django extensively, and unit testing is also covered, and Linux environment commands and the hosting the Flask and Django applications also covered, and the real-time projects and interview preparation, job assistance also will be there in the Python advanced. But in the Python basics, no interview preparation, no mock interviews and no placement assistance.
No. My question was different. So I'm saying like in Python basic, are you going to cover?
No, we are not covering. We are not covering. Only in Python advanced full stack developer program only we are covering all this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and if you say Python expert program, we are three extra things will come here. One is a web scraping, data structures and algorithms, data science, MLA. So only Python expert course has these three. See, this is how it is. Python advanced will cover entire Python basics and HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, Django, unit testing, Linux, and interview preparation, placement assistance. Okay, Python expert, entire Python advanced, and then web scraping, data structures and algorithms, data science, MLA will be covered. And of course, you'll have, as usual, real-time projects, interview preparation, placement assistance. Yes.
Sure. And then one more quick question that so right now I'm working as an ETL developer.
Yeah.
So in there yeah, so I think this is the Python for ETL. This one is the best for me, but you just said that right now it's not going to provide.
No.
So in this case,
I will explain how it is. See, yeah. I'll explain how it is. See, specifically for ETL developers, see, you have seen core Python, you have seen data science and visualization. Okay, and then PySpark, METL, Apache, all this will come. When you look at this course, you'll see that first we are covering Python basics, where you will get to know all this core Python and all. For Python advanced, you need to advance people. I need to cover. So it will be another 15 days. There will be a gap for ETL, Python ETL students. And after that, when Python experts topics started, you will be knowing all the data science and data visualization. Okay. So, and again, when I start web scraping and data structures, you will be paused another 10-15 days and come back to completely ETL specific topics. Okay. So that is what I have told. But to make a continuous program, just to avoid the 10-15 days, we will be planning another batch. It'll take some time, okay, how to organize that. But as of now, with 15 days of span, after finishing basics, you need to wait for 15 days to come to expert and grab all these data science and visualization, because the rest of all other things you don't require for ETL developers.
Right.
But if at all you want to if at all you want to learn, APIs, writing APIs with Flask, or developing web applications, only then it is required. Otherwise, you don't require. Okay, specific to ETL.
So you mean to say I can enroll Python for ETL, and then I can start from the basic, and whatever I need it, I'm going to take it, and whatever I don't need it, that at that time I'll be the pause. And then when you come to the for my, this Wonbo and METL, then again I have to come back and be active, right? Like that.
Yeah. When I started first topic on ETL, again, then it will be continuous, no stop, no pause, nothing.
Okay.
We are not, and when I start these topics, no Python course also will be in parallel. Only ETL will be there. Okay, so no pause for ETL developers. Okay, no course in parallel for Python as well. It won't be there. So we will finish.
Also, and in this Python for ETL, are you going to cover PL SQL too?
No, because ETL developers would be already knowing that, so it doesn't make sense to include.
No, actually, okay, yeah, sure. Because I know the SQL, but I have not that much idea on the PL SQL. That's why I'm just asking.
Okay. Database basics we are covering, but PL SQL in data basics also is not there, because PL SQL is particularly for database side people.
Correct.
Yeah. That's the reason.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Yeah. Hi.
Yes.
I am Raj, old student. Like I have learned Informatica, and I am successfully working in the MNC. But as all of us know, like everyone is telling me to upskill from the Informatica Power Center, because like in future, like it won't be. So I want to like upskill to Python. So I just wanted to know, like, so suppose I have 3 years experience in Informatica Power Center. After learning this course, do I need to tell the interview purpose 3 years experience of Informatica and TL and 1 year of this one, or entirely I have to tell I have worked on this one Python?
What I can suggest you is first suggestion is entire 3 years better to tell, because you have already been a 3 years experience. You must be having some package.
Yes.
Okay, so to get that package, can you please mute? I can tell your answer. Others, please. Please, there is some background noise is coming. Can you please mute? Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Hello.
Yeah. Wait. Can you please wait? I'll answer this question, and then I'll take your question. So what I was telling, out of 3 years, suggestion 1 is entire 3 years you can keep it as Python expert, Python experience. The reason is to grab the very good package and to grab the interview calls. Okay, because you are already a real-time person who is already working in a company. So no need to worry on making that experience into Python, because this course is covering basic to extensive with the projects and with the interview preparation. You can answer even from 5 to 10 years experience also. No need to worry. Okay, because why I am telling is I came from there. After 10 years, I got an opportunity to get into Python when I was in X company. So from last 6-7 years, I have been working on Python. So within the 10 years, I converted, I exposed a couple of years as a Python expert. Then only I can get the chance, right? It's a similar case. Anyone, not only from my side, anyone. Second suggestion is, if at all you worry that, okay, you can put first 1 year you was into Python and ETL, and last 2 years you got an opportunity to get into Python. So anyway, we are covering all good things in Python, which works for ETL people as well. The data science libraries, data visualization libraries, core Python on all that. So you don't need to worry. You can do that as well. Okay. I think I'm clear. Next question, please.
Yeah, thank you. One last question.
Yes.
Like after learning this course, how many max experience I can keep for the interview calls? Like how much knowledge I can get? Like
5 years. 5 years.
5 years.
5
Okay.
years for Python you can keep.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
0 to 5 years. I mean to say 1 to 5 years you can keep, no problem, based on your current experience, based on your current IT industry.
Okay.
Based on your package. Yeah.
Next.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next. Yeah. Next, please.
Javeed.
Yes. Please.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I'm able to hear.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Javeed, I have a question. I've been taking Raj's class for years, and I'm working right now as an ETL developer.
Yeah.
But as a in the next job market, data engineering, it's required that I learn. I know very good in Python. So which Python you recommend? The expert or advanced or basic?
Okay. So it depends on. Can you please repeat your name? Hello. Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. Yeah.
My name is Atik Anwar.
Yeah, Atik Anwar. Yes, Anwar. See, it depends on your interest. See, some people want to get into development, pure development, and programming side, and they want to explore that career opportunities. Okay. I have been into development from last 17 years, from day one till today. It's somebody's interest. Like somebody, say for example, Raj, from last 12 years, more than 12 years, he was into data side. Okay, it's based on their interest. They want to explore the opportunities into development or on the data side. If your interest is currently, if you're interested in getting to development side, so Python is one of the best programming language, as I just explained you the scope and the opportunities it has. Second, I want to be in data side only, data engineering or a big data side only, which will help for ETL. Okay, then you can enroll only ETL. If you're interested on Python development side, programming side, please go ahead for either Python expert, or if you're interested in Python, if you're interested in ETL or data side, then enroll Python for ETL, because Python for ETL has specific technologies, specific libraries which are only required for data engineering, only required for ETL developers we are teaching. So it's just based on your interest, on which you want to get into. Okay, based on that, I request you to enroll. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but for as a data engineer role, say suppose I'm working as a data engineer. So which one will be required? Your suggestion, please.
See, if you are a data engineer, for a data engineer also, so that is why if you look at, you looked at already the course snapshot for ETL. Okay. This is the course snapshot. For the ETL people, if you look at Python, basic Python or Python full stack development, I can call it as a fundamental course, because without knowing Python fundamental programming elements, without knowing developing APIs applications, whatever you learn, you become a data science, you want to learn a data science related libraries, you want to learn ML related, machine learning, AI related, or cloud development related, Lambda service, whatever you want to do, to write or to build any application, any service, any APIs, without knowing these fundamental programming elements and frameworks and libraries, you cannot write applications, you cannot write programs. Those libraries are only specific to them. But to write an application, to write a service, to develop application, this is a fundamental course. Python basics or Python full stack development is a fundamental course, I can tell. Okay. Now, coming to this, that is the reason we have included specific for ETL developers, entire core Python programming elements we have included, and all the data science libraries and visualization libraries we have included. MLA we have not included because it's not related to data engineering. Okay, I mean to say to some extent, because some people again mislead. Okay, it's not required. So then we are getting into PySpark, okay, and then Bonobo and METL and Apache Airflow, okay, workflow management tools and all that. So for a data engineer, this is the course which 100% apt and suits only for a data engineer, okay, only for ETL developer. Yes, yeah, only for ETL developers. Yeah.
Javeed,
Yes.
quick question here. So this Apache Airflow, there we have to write some DAGs, right? And that in that DAGs, the Python is we going to use or YAML?
No. See, yeah, YAML is the for configuration. So you can't write program with the YAML, right? Okay.
Right.
So the YAML is templates. You must be knowing YAML for templates. Any cloud services, even Python, Flask, or Django, you can have YAML templates. It's a template. Template programming. You can call it as a template programming or configurations, not for writing program. But Apache Airflow, we are including especially for ETLs to know the workflow, tools, because many people who are in ETL, okay, they must be knowing all these technologies around ETL. So it is intentionally added, which is highly demand. You can get to know from anyone, okay, because you're talking about DAX and AML, all that, already. It's, to some extent Apache Airflow. So it is in highly demand right now in data engineering and ETL. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks.
Next question, please.
Hi, Javeed.
Yes.
Actually, currently I'm working as a manual tester. We use Python framework for testing hardware. We used to write the scripts based on the keywords generated in the Python. If I want to switch my domain, like to upgrade to automation tester or something like that, Python is most required right now, right?
Yes.
How much Python is required for me? Like I heard like core is sufficient for becoming an automation tester. Basics is enough, but I want to know which one is better to pick.
Okay, I can suggest Python full stack developer is very good for you, because the reason is Python basics, you will be knowing Python basics. Apart from that, okay, from that, you should also be learning. There are a couple of libraries only for automation testing. You're specifically asking testing specific. That's why I'm telling.
Yeah.
Selenium for Python is available. Okay, so there are specific libraries for Selenium. Okay. So that you have to, ensure you should be knowing, and you should be a little bit skillful. So core Python, Selenium for Python is enough to good extent. Okay. Next. Okay. Next, if you learn Python full stack developer, the advantage what you get is you can also develop APIs. You can also develop web pages. If at all you want to move from automation to a full stack developer, you can expose your profile in 2 fields. Okay. One is full stack developer, one is automation. So you will have more fetching from the calls perspective, from the package perspective, and from the role perspective as well. Because you're not spending much time, more than 20 days here. And the thing is, you'll be learning 2 very good frameworks. Either you can try it as a full stack developer. When you can develop automation test case with the core Python and Selenium Python, developing APIs and web pages, it's not a big thing for you at all. Because writing automation test cases using any programming language, not only Python, any Java or whatever it is, Java, Selenium, Python, Selenium, anything, it's not an easy job. It is also a good effort, and very much analytical and good business domain skills are required. Okay. So if you have that kind of skills, knowing Python full stack developer as well will become a very good fetch for your profile. Okay. Yeah.
How many years of experience can I place? Currently, I'm having 3 years of experience in manual. If I learn Python,
entire three, you convert it to automation test with Selenium and Python and full stack developer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Javeed, sorry, Kannadasan, once again.
Yes,
experience, people are asking questions. I mean, I thought, let me also share my experience. See, I'm not from a developer background. Okay. I would say like last 6 years, I've been working with Azure Cloud as a DevOps engineer.
Okay.
And I can say like for my DevOps task, I did some scripting with the Python.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that is the level of my Python knowledge.
Okay.
So after attending this course, how many years of experience I can show, do you think?
That's what I already answered to some Anwar. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1 to 5 years. 1 to 5 years. Say for example, you're a 10 years guy. Okay. And you want to expose your profile into Python.
I have 20 years. No, I have 20 years of experience.
Okay. I'm coming to that. So
yeah,
around whatever, 10 years or 15 years. So last 5 years experience, you can expose your profile that you are into Python, because the things what you're learning here, it will forecast that you have a very good experience with lot many libraries, lot many frameworks, and lot many business domain implementations, because we are also explaining hosting as well, capstone projects as well. So on interview questions, anyway, we are telling you can tell whatever your experience, 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, no need to worry, because we will be developing one or two bigger projects or one or two applications with SDLC, so that you can, even though you are a 10 years, 15 years, 20 years guy, last 5 years you convert that to Python. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Next question.
Javeed, again, Puchta here. Actually, you have shown 3 types of courses, like expertise, advanced, and basic, right? Yeah. And you told there will be 15 days of duration gap in between these 3. May I know the reason for that?
The reason is the program is 7 to 9 program. Okay.
Yes.
For Python, I should finish basics and I should come back to Python advanced. I should finish Python advanced, then only I can come to Python expert topics. Okay. So when I am doing Python advanced, I can't teach you the data science and data visualization. So this is where the pause comes. Okay.
It happens only for the people who pick for particular thing. If
only for
anyone
ETL
goes for entire thing, that will be continuous course.
Yeah, continuous, correct. Only for ETL people, the 15 days gap comes here. Okay. Otherwise, no gap. Okay. So we are we are thinking to come up with weekend also, but see, now we are launching this course saying 7 to 9. If I tell come and join weekend, many people will come back and they'll become angry on us. So we don't want to give wrong promises and wrong schedules just to trouble the people. So that's why we are honestly, transparently telling there will be a 15-20 days pause here. But only for ETL people. Rest of our other people who are joining these courses, they will be continuous. Okay.
In this course, Linux basics also will be covered, right?
Yeah. It is there. Familiar with Linux. It is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is Capstone project? It means like a live project.
See, that just a terminology. Capstone meaning covering the entire module topics. Building a project is called Capstone project. Okay. You can think that. Okay, but so it is just a terminology. Okay, so we are doing a real-time project, which are covering all the all the topics, all the modules you have learned. So these are going to be real-time projects, real-time capstone projects. Okay, capstone project means that's the meaning. Okay, nothing, not a big term, not a big abbreviation. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Job assistance, how much time it will be there, and how is the procedure for job assistance?
We are not limiting that. Okay, after the course, mock interviews and job assistance, that's a continuous process. We don't ask them, okay, you give your profile only for 1 month, next 1 month we are not doing. Not like that. You can continuously collaborate, for a couple of months until you get the job.
Okay. In the meanwhile, you guys will help us in building the resumes and everything.
The resume building mock interviews will be there after the course. After the course completion, undoubtedly.
Okay. If I go for AML, what is the advantage? Like I can boost up in those concepts.
Yes, because now Python, apart from full stack developer, Python full stack developer is one of the hottest roles, one of the hottest cakes available in the market. Next, what is hottest is data science, data engineering, ML engineer or MLA engineer. So that is the reason we have intentionally added these into Python expert, whoever want to explore their roles. Okay, so they may need, after this course, they may need to extend further little more further knowledge and further libraries and further tools around it. Okay, another 1 month or 1 to 2 months to to upskill themselves and get into these roles. Okay, so because this is the one of the hardest area right now and going to be. Okay, so Python full stack developer and data science or a data engineer or MLA engineer is another one of the fantastic and another